Yes. Let me follow it. We're almost fully ready. Because it seems like I need to update a very crucial mod. My headset is not well plugged in. Yes, now I hear sounds from both sides. Right, let me change the screen. There we go. Welcome everyone. Checking profile first. Today we have a different stream normally because we are going to attempt extreme demons. Yeah, and I unfortunately am quite picky about them because I want to play experiments with songs I like. So unfortunately I'm very picky about them. And so I'm going to play multiple is not even the correct word, like a lot. And yeah, just going to see if I will, and then I'm going to make a folder for that as well. It's 410. Well, I will delete those all. I'm going to put them, give them the name. Extreme Demons. And all extreme demons I like. We will put them in this folder for later on. Okay, extreme demons, they are outside my skill range. But we're going to play them anyway. And we start with a few that are already in a folder. And why is this? It's glitched. Right, so we have the first picture that we're going to play is already in front of us, on the top, Sigma interface. Then after that, we will head to Misty Mountains, Tension, which we have more, Deception Dive, Auditory Breaker, Universal Fire, I'm going to draw to go to this song. And then audio extraction. Those are more names. And then we have Tesseract and Libertas. And after that, I have no idea what we're going to do. So let's start with Sigma Interface. I really like the song, by the way. From what I heard, this is the easiest level from the Interface trilogy, which exists out of the Delta Interface, which we'll go to later this stream, and also Sigma Interface, of course, and Omega Interface. And maybe we'll go to Omega Interface, but I doubt that because I don't like. First of all, I don't like the song, and secondly, it's still a list demon, if I'm not mistaken. I really need to check that actually. So let me check that actually. Open the demon list. If Omega Interface is on that list, then I'm not gonna play because that is way too hard, probably. Or I don't know. I don't like the song anyway. It's here. No, it's not in top 10, that's for sure. Well, damn, the demon list really changed then compared to the last time I checked it. It's really flipped and turned upside down. Actually, Destiny 59? That's low. Damn, didn't expect that. Limbo 63? Jeez, what has happened to the demon list? Like there's Archer's 90, Tartarus 94, the love was top 1 for years. My goodness, shit really changed. The gold one at 5. Further landscape 110. him. Well, the Henken got raided. I think we really need to play that level because it's really fun, and it seems like Omega interface is out of the demon list. Can I find somewhere the... Yeah, it's off screen because it's on my laptop, but I hope I can maybe find somewhere the extended list, which would be great. Oh, here, extended list. Oh. Oh, it's legacy. Legacy list. Oh shit, it is type. Omega interface. Can I see somewhere the ranking? Maybe we need to use via Geometra's wiki. Of course, we're going to retry Signature Adventure Stream from 0. But let's see. Trivia was placed at 12 on the demon list. Placement of Mew hard on Voices in Legacy. Yeah, it's on the Legacy list. It's crazy. Omega interface used to be very hard. And I'm not gonna play here because I don't like the song. The level looks cool though, but I think it's a bit too hard to actually play. And then the only exception I'm going to make is for Henken, because not only is the name almost like kind of similar to a beer brand, but also the song is very funny. I need to remember that way that orc needs to be skipped. And the blue orbit, the border is kind of weird because you hardly see it. Again, from the interface series, this level is the easiest. Because then you have Delta interface, and then Omega, which is got last year moved into the legacy list. Because so many hard levels are coming out that it's not, the list is not anymore what I remember. So, it really changed. Still love segment interface. Even though I cannot beat it. I mean, I had a few good runs, but that was like a few years ago. And I forgot which, or I think I did the last swing copter from 0. I don't remember what I did. I know a certain point I did it, but don't know the personage. Let's see if I can find where I did it tried it from 0 and got some decent runs. 6-7 I tried. 6-7. It coincidentally is. That meme wasn't even a thing back then. I think the best run I had in this level from 0, like from 0 to 100 was from 75. But like this final part is not even that difficult. And the swing tutorial. I think it's kind of the easiest part in the entire level. Honestly. It's not free, but it's not very difficult either. And here, if you just know where the spikes go, then you can easily do it. Again, extremes are far about some skill range, but it's not too bad. This one definitely goes to full 10. Except the enemy. And next we need another extreme demon. Misty Mounds. And from what I heard here online, it's an entry extreme demon. So on the easier side. And I used a different version of the song for it. I know, by the way, from story I hear about this level, the beginning is like the hardest. And many people hate the beginning. The rest is pretty easy. Like that's basically the pre-drop. Shit. Can I just jump over these 4 spikes? It's not that hard. Oh, that's pre-drop part 1. Well, that went pretty well unexpectedly. Like, but that part with the icy stuff, like where you were before, that's like the easier part of the pre-drop. This part is not that hard. I mean, the first part with the rocks, that's the hardest part of the pre-drop in my opinion. This one was great. Seriously. Misty Mountains, I just love it. 76 deaths, that's not even that hard. I could generally just practice and try to beat it. I think I'm gonna keep this in for the 9 because it's going that well. It's just a bit more than the amount of attempts I need for Anamnesis or what's Incandescent. Oh, what? No, I set full of 10, so it goes to full of 10. Next up, what was it? Retention. Oh, this one. I like this one. Like this song is it's just better than the Beacon, which is the one from Mr. Hunts. Oh, this ship is a bit annoying. And it's so tight. It's very narrow. So you have little room. So you need to enter the portal perfectly, or just you're not gonna make it. So you need to enter it very low. And you already need to be adjusted perfectly. And if you're not, then yeah, you can just bye-bye to your attempt. And this one will mainly dual focus. So if you're doing duels, then I'm not gonna say it's a walk in the park. It's not gonna be an endless struggle either. Like you're already going to have a benefit. I see what I need to do here. Get a blue one. There you go. Yeah, it's great. It's stronger 2 units, but why not? Oh, retention, it's going to 410, but I love this one. Retention is definitely one of my favorites. And the ladle YouTube is very low compared to Twitch, I see. Next one, if I can find it. I thought Universal Fire was in this folder somewhere. Need to refresh it maybe. Nope. Alright. Then the next one, yeah, it's I think that one was Universal Fire. Oh no, never mind. It isn't. You have Deception Die first. With that single part that's just a pain in the ass. This is also by an entry extreme demon according to victors and experienced people. And so far I see why. Because we come on this part. This is not that hard. Seriously, this could easily be what, hard demon, maybe insane demon. So far this is extremely evil. But anyway, this, and my god, this is something. I mean, it looks cool, but it's also one of the hardest parts. And then you have this wave. Then the various will ship, and then you can go back to with it's not even that difficult. And here the stuff is getting slightly harder. Again, not that absurd. I'd say, yeah. I'd say currently the wing. And seriously, those orbs. Hello with Victoria Moore. It's yeah, those orbs really suck. At least that they're invisible platform above your head. Like the first half and the part and the first half of the drop is not even extremely worth. But then you get further into the drop, and then it's getting hard. And again, not absurd. Lava's just kind of weird. Okay, never mind. I'm really curious by the way, because later today I was going to do the remake for the sequel, which is called Disaster Dive, and I'm curious to how that one is. If it's just as weird or not. But I just die a lot because Extreme Demons is not where I belong. Extreme Demons are just all a bridge too far, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. I just spark up with everywhere. That's not how I learned it, but I don't really care. I'm just playing the way I want. Oh shit, I overjumped it. Okay, just there we go. This one then it's easier, in my opinion. Man, this one was unbalanced. Very unbalanced, my goodness. Like then you have the beginning, which is easy. Then you have that single ship, the part of Planu where the ship is very difficult, and everything low is getting. It's difficult. It's constantly shifting. my god, it's a weird level. What? I kinda like it. And this one, yeah, this is gonna take a while. Because it's a freaking Sonic Wave remake. And it's not the easiest. Because the easiest Demon Sonic Wave in the remake I'm aware of is Sonic Wave Unlimited. And for as far as I'm aware, this is one of the easier Extreme Demon remakes of Sonic Wave. It might be also one of the coolest. The demo was made by Laser Blitz and Manix. And I think they really did a good job on this one. Same creators from Blade of Justice. This part can be a bit annoying. It looks cool, but like, there's something that's not looking well on that saw. Maybe Laser Blitz needs to meet Manix or Laser. I think it was uploaded on the account of Laser Blitz, but I think he needs to take a look at it. Because I'm autistic and I see certain details, which can really piss me off. Yeah, and also, yeah. Okay, is it visible here? Let's more for the back. Oh, this fits more further back. Yeah, here, this. Come on. Why? I also want to see why it's a bit easier. You have a bit more space and also you see where you need to go. Except for one part later on. The original Sonic Wave, everything's just more tight and you need to guess like where do you need to go. But that level was also made in 1.9, this one is made in 2.1. And that was very clean, even though that part's a bit annoying. It's not really good, I really like it. You can give me a suggestion. However, if it's a main demon list level, then I'm not gonna play it. And also, extreme demons are not where I belong. By the way, everything I'm saying about those demons, I don't really belong in extreme demon difficulty, so my opinion is not valid. I'm just saying my opinion, which is based off being an insane demon. And that's not really valid at extreme demons. Oh shit, I don't need to go there. Still, I can say that I really like the design. Okay, I'm not a good creator. Again, the suggestion, you can just say it. Breaker, full of 10. Let's see, I really like it. Again, if it will be it, not very soon. Nope, not soon. Ow. Next one, Universe on Fire. I also open my Discord because why not? Also tomorrow, I have a plan for a stream. I'm very excited to do that one because it's something different. So tonight I'm going to do the preparations on that.
I wanna set the universe on fire. Feel it burn tonight. Set the universe on fire. There's no end in sight. Bring me to the holy raging power, where I find my destiny. The universe on fire. You're my guiding light.
Wow, that was definitely a cool run. Also, I love this level because it's freaking glory hammer. And from all songs you can think about, it's super fun. And that's generally one of my favorite songs from Glory Hammer. So I have to check them out and all. Check out all the songs from Glory Hammer, but this is one of my favorites. Can you just hit the orb? Thank you. Man, I really, this really love what I want to love. Because it's just. Also, I haven't spoken really about the situation. I'm not going in depth about it. sorry. First of all, I'm just busy letting go of the situation. Some people know about it, some don't. I'm not really going to explain it. That's my DM. Which changed again. Again, on YouTube I'll soon post again for next stream a link to the Discord server. But I'm not really going to explain the drama again. Because then that way I'm not letting it go again. Like I go keep myself busy again with that, and that's not what I want. And also, I'm feeling pretty well, so I don't want to fall into vegetable stuff right now. Again, that hiatus I talked about also like a few streams prior. Went back one, I spoke about the drama. And the hiatus is still going. Focusing on myself now and the good shit. And the next good shit that's going to happen is the Funfair of Best. I keep forgetting there's an orb inside the portal. Like, I constantly forget that there's a. Oh wait, there's a blue orb there. I've had so many times, still I forget it. My goodness. Also, after Best, I have the other good shit that's planned. Is money making by photography. Not going into depth a lot. It's basically a private event. But I'm getting paid for. And then after that, I have the Funfair of Helmond. Or before, yeah. I need to look at it. I think I have Funfair of Helmond after that event. And then after Helmond, it's the day, the Funfair that's incoming. Tilburg. Going there as well, not day off. But I requested a card again, so I can put a subscription on that one, which allows me to travel for free outside peak hours. By train, it's completely free. So it's really really a game changer for me. Especially when I go to Tilburg, because if I calculated the costs and if I keep going to my hometown and Tilburg over and over again, I will spend around 172 euros. And if I take the subscription of around 50 euros per month, I'm gonna do it for 1 month. Then I save more than 100 euros. Because a train is very expensive and I need to take trains only to Tilburg. Of course, the headquarters of where the organization I'm working for is located is in the center of Tilburg, so I could take a bus, but I'm just going by foot. I mean, it's not that far away from the station. I mean, I've walked that distance multiple times. And that was Universal Fire. Took a lot of attempts, but man, I love this level. Actually, that's just fuck. Nobody saw that. Yeah, just temporarily put it on be right back because I don't know else what to do. My streams are not that organized. Something. What to like? Let's just do it right now. Rides, non Funfair, Cannabis. Attractions for the Funfair of Best. Alright, so we're on the official website of the Funfair of Best. So I'm just going to open. Just gonna put it on my here. So actually, I'm just going to change it to a Funfair Talk right now. Scrooge in my trash. I'm going to change things completely. Because now I'm interested in something else. So that's YouTube. Not a big of change. Let's just change many things right now. Just change it this way. Oh no, the category. You need to change the category. Yes, let's do it that way. So everything's changed right now. And I'm also going to change from browser. Yeah, no, it's not. So we're going actually to take a look at some fun fairs. Because now it's a fun fair talk. Let's chat. Like I said, so like this, I'm going to put an ad blocker here. just waiting. Yes. Yeah, can I just go thank you for the pop-up? I don't need it. Nobody asked. Alright, so we have here a database of Funfairs. And here's supposed to be a map, but it's not loading for some reason. So we are going to take a look at some Funfairs that are incoming. I'm not going to look at that one, even though it's not too far. Already interesting. So we have Halo. Where the frick is that located? So going, I just need to turn something off because when I turn on maps, there's a big chance I'll be doxing myself, and that's something I don't want to happen. Yeah, so I need to put it on incognito. Can I not just change to incognito? No, I'm just gonna do that differently. Oops. Yeah, accept. Yeah, now we can continue. Guys, if I showed my screen, then I would have doxed myself. And that's something we're not gonna do. So we're heading again to cannabis.nu. And extensions are seriously not working here. Oh my god. Need to redo my shit. I'm not too happy about that. I think I'm just going to log out here. Here, problem solved. Now we come back to here. Because I'm not gonna dox myself. I'm not gonna reveal where I live because I'm stupid. Now here we have the map. I don't know what those. I think those are those are in Spotlight. Funfair Den Helder? Uden. That one isn't active yet. Horen is. Oh my god, I want to go to the Funfair of Horen, but that time I'm just not in the Netherlands, and then I'm in Austria. Fuck. Wait. Hold up a second. Yeah, on August the 8th I'm leaving. And I'm literally back on this day. So I need to literally go on the final day if I want to experience the Funfair of Hoorn. It's also a fair far away, and I need to check something else, which I do on my phone, which is regarding my free public transport. Let's see if it's free on August 17th. It is! So I don't need that subscription anymore. Which is good shit. Very good shit. So, the Funfair of Hoorn, I can experience it, but that's only at the final day. So yeah, I'm going to try to visit this one. This one definitely too. In July, and I'm going to take the subscription for July. So anyway, also look at the icons, because those icons basically tell you the amount of rides. So I'm just going to take a look at let's see, the 1 to 6 attraction is with the duck, and then 7 to 20, that's including stalls, it's with the carousel. So I know where to look for. What's interesting. So I can skip all the small ones. Then we have here at high-low. I see they're not a different icon. So if I'm not mistaken, that means that there are more rides. 20 to 50, so that's more. Also, I'm traveling just around the country for Funfair, so I'm really an addict. So definitely gonna take a look at that. Again, Eersel, we can take a look at what they have. Kaatsheuvel. I mean, I have a day off on Monday, so on Monday I can go visit them. When did this high-low end? This one from Rotterdam is not important. Rotterdam has a bigger one, which has already ended. Laren. Yeah, I'm not gonna experience that one. High-low neither. So I'm going to see what the Funfair of Eersel has. Right, so... Wait, this is best, not Eersel. Also it's AI, so of course. I cannot see anything regarding the Funfair rides. There's not a video either about it. So I think it's not worth it. And then we have another one, which one was Kaatsheuvel. Kaatsheuvel is like the town where the Efteling is located. Maybe they've had an interesting lineup there. I mean, it is ongoing right now. Tilburg I'm already going to work at, so not important. There's some information regarding the rides. Let's also see something about Best. I already seen a video about it, so yeah. Doesn't give me any information. If you're pictures on the Facebook, I'm not of an account, but I'm gonna look anyway. I need to make an account. Fuck, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe just the pictures. I see those are. If this is Kaatsheuvel and I see it, then the only really like the ride that's interesting me is the Chaos. This is Mol. I don't know where Mol is located. The Malieveld is already done. That has passed away. Is already passed. Oh, it's passed away, but it's not dead. I can't really find anything about the rides on the Kaatsheuvel, so I think not important. Vals zit er zijn dan small en best. En heeft also Uitgeest en Renen. En Den Helder. So we have enough funfairs to check. To see so we have enough things to check, so I'm leaving the best for last. So look at Uitgeest, which is quite far away, but I'm a crazy guy that's interested in fun fairs. It's going everywhere. Hey, we have een... Kijk eens op Uitgeest. Oeh. Dat is op Instagram. So I see a breakdance, a trip ride, a auto scooter. There's also a booster in the back right here. The breakdance. Yeah, the auto scooter. So for the little ones. I also think it will be a fun house. Is this from the... It is Uitgeest. We have a haunted hotel, which I've seen in Geleen. I have a trip ride, like a Whippy is in the Netherlands. Auto scooter. A booster. A kids coaster. I see. A Music Express. More stalls. A lot less stalls. Finally a smaller fun fair. We have some good... footage of. Also credit to hobby_cannabis_. I think that currently there aren't really any significant rides in Uitgeest where I really want to visit. I mean, a breakdance, I've already done that one in Dordrecht a few weeks ago. But the fun in Dordrecht, that was hot. It was very hot. It's a walk through haunted house. Yeah, it's not really something interesting. Then I go look for Renen and Den Helder. I know a friend of mine, but I'm not gonna say too much. Osdorp, that's Amsterdam, not Renen. When was this article from the Gelderlander? This was... Shut up. 40 years ago. Why is this a thing? Are you kidding me? Is it the reactor is in Renen? Are you serious? Oh, never mind. 52 weeks ago. That's 1 year ago. Can I maybe see something here? Yeah, no, it's already still this one. This is from 7 hours ago. Still don't know. Right, let's see. We have a breakdance booster, the Chaos. Oh, that one. So it's not in Kaatsheuvel. El Mundo, I don't know what that is. A fun house, the Gravitron. Happy Wheel, Polyp. We have an airbridge, right? So there's no reactor. Well, I know where not to go to. I got all there for, oh my god, it's a reactor. No, it's the reactor is not in Renen. So then we have Den Helder we're going to look at. Funfair, and then I've never only been to Den Helder once. There's actually a video about the Funfair. I'm curious what the lineup is in Den Helder. Wait, that's... Oh, that's the... Right, wait, I can find somewhere the full list. Zombie Cannabis Den Helder. Attraction list, what we have. The XXL, Boobies Rapido, Breakdance, and Auto Scooter. And a Crazy Dance. Well, not really anything significant. Yeah, the only big thing is this one, not even a booster. And Breakdance, I've done enough of those in the one in Dordrecht. not gonna do one again anytime soon. Oh wait, that's not Funhouse. This is a Miami trip ride. I'm not gonna try it on the X6XL. That's no, a big nope. That means with Jack Den Helden as well, we're gonna take a look at best. Let's see, currently I think it's a bit inaccurate. I thought, because I had seen a video with our scooter has the booster and not gonna try that with breakdance again second this destroyer. Some people are not aware of what those rides are, so I'm gonna show them on pictures if they're significant. This is the destroyer. So basically it's a disc that's going to turn, this one going up. So it keeps rotating and this is also flipping you. So you're getting some inversions on it. And hey, I know this ride. I've one of my friends is an operator at this ride. Really good one, really good polyp. Then we have the Ghost Rider. Well, that's a crazy one, and then also I'm going to tell you more about that soon. Because the Netherlands actually going to get a similar ride for themselves, or for the Benelux. This one have in the Tilburg. So basically this disc is going to spin very fast. These towers are also going to spin very fast. And then these things will swing side to side and flip. So you're really going upside down. This one is going to do a best, or is currently at best right now. You're not going to see me ride one of these things. Maybe I change my mind Monday, like I frequently do. Then we have the interesting one is the Canura, which is quite new. Was the Ghost Rider is, by the way, from a German exploitant, German owner. The Canura is been a few times visible. It's currently in best again. It has a. I think its first appearance in the Netherlands was at the Raamsdonksveer, yeah, and it also had an appearance in Linz. Well, basically this arm is going to swing and invert, and these things are also going to swing and flip. It's a crazy thing. You can even TikTok, but I don't have a TikTok. So, actually, maybe we can watch this video. Also, credits to the swing. This was in the video, so it's also a test. Oh shit. You're not going to see me ride this one. It's a very good one too. It seems like maybe the safety block to a certain point. Yeah, then they can release the separately. Yeah, that's the one I'm also currently in the best. The Maximus, yeah, I know that one. I'm definitely going to ride the Maximus. It's similar to the Reactor. It's had its appearance in Tilburg last year. Basically, this is gonna rotate very fast, and then this arm is also going to rotate. Gonna spin. This gonna spin. This gonna rotate, and then the arm will tilt. So eventually, this disc is like sideways, so kind of vertical, while you're sideways. It's a crazy thing. So this one keeps rotating and this one too. I've done something similar in Geleen and Deventer, but then that ride was bigger. We're gonna talk about that, going to that one in a second. Then we have the swing bob. Yeah, it's not really significant to look at. Techno Dance is just a jumper. They have the tornado. Oh my god, I wrote this. The tornado I've actually ridden. That's a good picture. I'll take this one. It's currently it's looking differently. Basically, this disc is gonna spin and gonna raise up and tilt. While these gondolas are also gonna spin. So, swing, rotate, spin, and a flip. Not a flip. It's gonna rotate. And it's actually more intense than it looks. You're actually going faster than it looks. However, currently it's looking differently because yeah, I can't speak. It was in Dordrecht, and there. By the way, I don't live in Dordrecht. I don't live there. I've been to that Funfair. In Dordrecht, I've ridden this thing, and it's I really underestimated it. So this is a really good thing. I'm definitely gonna ride this one. Then we have the Toxic, which is the final one I'm gonna check out. Yeah, this is not the Toxic. This is the Reactor. The Toxic is a really crazy thing. It's been in Dordrecht when it was at its old location. Was it the Toxic before? I think it wasn't. The old picture. The actual Toxic looks differently. It's this thing. Merely an article. Een beetje bit negative. Get a sharp picture, but it's not of a bad article with something severe. I think this one actually a good one. Or oh, this one's better. So basically, this is gonna rotate. These ones too, and these can literally turn upside down, but these things can flip. And you're not gonna see me ride this one, but let's take a look at because I can't just explain it, but it doesn't ring any bells. It is a bit more complicated than the Tornado. Credits by the way belong to Mitchell van der Waard. So it's currently like a scrambler, like a scissor, but then you're already going to start swinging. It's going faster and faster. Also, the light show it already gives, it's crazy. This one was in Hilversum 2 years ago. Yeah, then here you already start flipping, and then skirt is still in the downward position. And then it's doing this. The main tower is this reduced speed. Well, this starts happening. And then it's not even finished there. Because then it does that. Yeah, it's a crazy thing and I'm not gonna ride it. Yeah. You're not gonna see me in that thing, that's for sure. So that one's also currently pressed in best, where I'm going to in 2 days. A friend of mine has already been in best, but I don't think he has been at the Funfair. So that's already the Funfair I'm going to next. And then I need to scroll further down to the upcoming Funfairs, which I might visit. And I'm also currently going to look for the Ferris wheel icon or the roller coaster. So we have here Helmond. So we are going to look if we can find anything regarding the attractions for Helmond. Yeah, I can definitely visit that because maybe. Uh, agenda. It starts on the 10th of July, which is this Friday. I have free, so I can go on Friday, and otherwise I can go the week later. Because then the summer period starts, then the transport's not free, for me at least. But then I'm going to use my subscription. And then on Friday it's still work. But let's see if we can find anything regarding the rides. Here. Tile list. We have the what is it? The maximum. Alright, that's a Lunarix. The thing is bizarre. I've already seen this ride now 3 times. This one also been in Dordrecht, but then that back then it was broken down. Let's say you have. I think this is actually a good picture. It's a bit unsharp, unfortunately. So I think I need to use a different one. This one's not in best, by the way, according to the list we reviewed earlier. But actually, this does spin. This also spins, and then this one can flip. But we'll have to take a look at it to get the full image. And it's crazy. Let's also see the aeronaut on this video for best, so I think that one's also present. Also credits to Funfair Thomas. You see here, start up. Yeah, it's like this thing is bizarre. You're not gonna see me ride this thing. It's not very tall actually. Normal cage speed rides boosters are actually tall. It's shit. Yeah, it's full speed. Yeah, this thing is. This thing is so weird. It's going very fast too, and it's just going upside down a lot. Yeah, this one I can expect in Helmond. Traveling Future Dance is a breakdance. I've seen that one in Geleen. Jesus Christ. The Future Dance is definitely a gorgeous looking breakdance. I've also seen it in the Hague. And then more let's do it, see him, then stalls. What are more? X Factor, that's is like what we call the whippy or maybe trip. The Power Surge. Oh, I've seen that one in Tilburg last year and in Nijmegen last year. We have the Phantom and the Turbo Police. Oh my god, I know why I'm also going to Helmond for one person, which is one of my friends. Let's take a look at which one was it? The Power Surge, I think it was. And the Phantom. Let's start with Phantom. That one's very easy to explain. This ride. This claw spins or rotates. This is better look. This one, by the way, was by the way, I think posted by KMG on Instagram. Basically, this claw spins. Well, it constantly swings, and trust me, this thing is huge. And I think here you can easily see it. This one is at June. But that almost looks like Dordrecht. Could be wrong, but in terms of location, it looks like Dordrecht. Wait. I think that is Dordrecht. Like, I know this building. So it's been in, the Phantom has been in Dordrecht actually, but then it was a year earlier. But basically, yeah, this is a good picture. Swing side to side, the claw rotates. And it's very tall. And I can say that. Maybe I might write this one actually. But then maybe I think also that the chaos might be a better start. And then we have the crazy thing, the power surge. I have to say, by the way, in terms of decoration, the power surge is very poorly decorated. The power surge is very poorly decorated. When was this article? 2022. So I thought maybe because if it was last year, then I didn't know the power surge will have its first appearance in Tilburg. But I remember that I've already seen it in Nijmegen before. Again, it's a creative thing, and I think that just pictures aren't enough to show what it actually does. This crazy shit. Sit back. Because we're going to put it because copyright. Yeah, see, this thing rotates. This one also rotates. Then these the seats constantly flip. So that one's also in Helmond. So now also I know what I can expect in Helmond the week later, the week after it. And then let's see what we have more in upcoming. Near Utrecht, that's not really something significant. I don't see any Funfairs with an icon on it. We have Tilburg and Ude. Yes, we're going to definitely look at those, because at Tilburg I'm going to be there almost every day. However, the poor thing is, like, it's at the same time, Ude and Tilburg. However, if I think soon I'm going to look if I know my shifts already, because it's already in like 2 weeks. If I know, maybe yeah, just go and log in. So behind back screen. I don't want to get hacked. Because I can log into this program. It's not something I would not think. Where can I find it? Here. Starting to log in. If I already logged in and nothing's known. Great. I don't know at which day I have to work, so I can have to go to Uden. That sucks. That really sucks. Anyway, so we're actually going to take a look at both route lineups if we already know which is coming up. Because I've never been to the Funfair Uden, so it's really a thing I want to experience. Right, groot vermaak, that's where we need to take a look. Turbo Poliep, well, my friends, I'm gonna look, I'm gonna find you. Skyscraper, which that I think, what's the skyscraper actually? That's actually a new one. Yeah, so it's a I don't know what's the actual name of it. I forgot. I think it was a Street Fighter. I think it was, yeah, Technical Park Street Fighter. So this one's gonna make its appearance in Ude. We have then the Destroyer, which is that thing I showed earlier, which is in best right now, so it's gonna skip Tilburg this time. The Gladiator, I never heard of that thing. I never heard of the Gladiator. Oh, it's one of those things. Like the Eclipse, which is also in best. But that went. Wait a minute. I think I'm losing my mind. Because at work today I've seen a video of basically the Funfair. So we're gonna check Eurofair channel to see what the Funfair contains, because now I think that the list online is inaccurate. Also, it says whether it's the cheapest Funfair in the Netherlands. So, right, definitely gonna take a look at that. This is just the intro. Yeah, I see here the Eclipse. But then, yeah, the Eclipse isn't even on the list. I don't see it anywhere. And also the thing like the Eclipse, it's actually been like a very long time since I've ever seen that one anywhere. Tornado, I've ridden that one. That thing was fun. But the Eclipse is quite old. I think it was actually, yeah, I think it was when the Funfair right known as the King was in Tilburg, which was decades ago. Yeah, you're not gonna see me ride the Eclipse. No, I'm not gonna do that. The Tornado, yeah, here you can see the action. That's actually how it looks like right now. How it looked like in Dordrecht. It's actually going quite fast and it's quite intense. Not very intense. However, when I tried to look at at this video at work, I got ad after another ad. It's so many ads I got back then. Here, lots of stalls. More stalls. The Music Express, which is not something I'm gonna ride because, yeah, it's not really something that's thrilling. And the thing, when you get the thing over your head, it's maybe I'm underestimating it, and I'm not gonna try it. Not really interesting. Yeah, lots of stalls. Also, one of the credits get to Eurofair channel. And here we see a kids ride, and the place where you can customize the number plates. I actually have two in my room. One says rubbenz.jpg, which was my Instagram for photography, and then not AVX84, which is basically my name on YouTube. Here we see more things, and I see there the Happy Spider, which is a polyp. But this is the polyp where the gondolas can't rotate. The polyps I've ridden, there they could rotate, which was the turbo polyp and the power polyp. I see there a breakdance, which is, I think, if you can focus at that, yes, this thing. I've done this thing in the Dordrecht, and my goodness, I stepped out sick. It was the first time in the breakdance. I was like, yeah, let's give it a try, YOLO. But first of all, the gondolas were not comfortable. Like my back, it hurt. And later, it's quite intense. I really underestimated this thing. And then when I stepped out, I felt sick. I did not feel well. But it was a good ride. I have to say that it really looked cool. It was a really cool looking breakdance. But I really got sick. And then we have the Maximus, a very beautiful decorated heavy rotation. And here you also have the aeronaut. It's, I think it's currently, yeah, here it's in action, the Maximus. This one and the Tornado I'm going to ride on Monday. I've done the reactor, so I can definitely do this one. However, one of my friends, the one who works at the Polyp, he knows a lot more about Funfair than I do and those rides, and he said like, my man, the Maximus is gonna disappoint you. And he said that based on the reactor, which we both done, and I absolutely love the reactor. But this is basically the Maximus, and I say it's beautifully decorated, and I'm gonna do that one in best, where it is right now. Aeronaut, maybe, I don't know, I can also do that in Tilburg. It's basically just a very big star flyer. So you're going up, and you can see beautiful things. I don't know how they are regarding the phone use, because I've experienced most of the time you had to empty your pockets and just put it in a bin, which was the case at Tornado. At the Time Machine coaster, I could just keep it with me, but I chose myself to not do that, and one of the employees of the ride would just put it in the corner near the exit, and he would literally just stand next to the fence where it was behind, so you had the fence to separate the entrance and the exit, and he was on the side of the entrance and the bag was on the side of the exit, but he was literally leaning against the fence, so it couldn't get stolen. However, for my hat, because I wear a cap, I got instructed to put it backwards, but I was like, I'm just gonna like adjust it to my pants. Like you have those things for your for the belt. Well, I just didn't put the thing you can use to adjust your hat. I just put it around that and secured around that thing, and they were completely fine with that. For the breakdance, I just had to put it next to a wall, which was near the operator near the ticket booth. And for the Tornado, I just had to put it in the bin. And for the reactor, I also had to put it in the bin. We will be closed and locked. Later unlocked. And for the Aviator, that was also the same thing. Just a basket, put it there in. The basket was located in the tower. And that's basically it. Also, I haven't seen that far on this video back at work because the amount of ads I got. See here, an auto scooter, a spinning coaster. Not really something I'm gonna ride because I dare going into them because I've done them a lot. But I've done them too much and I want to push my fear more. And also I think you could have easily seen here the Phantom in action. The Phantom is really crazy. It's also very gorgeous decorated. It looks very beautiful. Especially with that chandelier attached to the main arm. This one's owned by Ordelman. And he definitely got a good ride with this one. He definitely purchased a masterpiece. It's beautiful. And it's also thrilling. I've never ridden that thing, and I'm not gonna do it anytime soon probably. Maybe it's my first time on Monday, but I'm not too sure. And I see something else there. And I think I know what that is. The new ride I've spoken before, which had its first Dutch appearance in Sphere. Need to keep skipping. I think it's first walk to the other side. Maybe it's like kind of an like a circle. I have here the techno dance, which is a jumper. Not really something Nothing special, in my opinion. I think there's in distance the Aeronaut and the Phantom. Here's and I think it's kind of looping. Then at the Phantom it splits, I think. And then later, those two ways meet again. I see a wall, so I think that's the Miami. There's the Toxic, which is also pressed. I see. The Miami. Miami. I don't know. I can't really read it. Yeah, it's Miami Trip, right? I call those things in Dutch. They're actually called a whip. In English, they're called a Miami Trip. But I'm just calling it the Miami Trip. Yeah, it has the reputation of the cheapest Funfair, so I'm really curious to how much the Maximus and Tornado will cost. I'm not gonna do the breakdance. They're good rides, and I dare riding them, but I'm just getting sick in them. I don't want to vomit afterwards. I'm not gonna do that. Then I see there in the distance the Ghost Rider. I've already explained it, tried to explain how it goes, and here you can see it. The main disc is currently kind of slow. The towers rotate a bit faster than I think it looks like it's slowly starting to accelerate. And there you see it. The Ghost Rider is this thing. It's a Hus booster. The currently I know the currently only operating booster, Hus booster in Western Europe for as far as I'm aware. But that will change very soon with the Jester from Monen. From Nick Monen, which is the name of the owner of the ride, who's going to travel with it. It's basically the Jester is basically the same thing, but just a different theme. Let's keep skipping. These are the Miami Trip ride, Toxic. I haven't seen the Destroyer yet. This again is the Toxic. Not gonna ride it. Spinning coaster and swing mob. Look by look at the colors, it looks like an older ride. And there you see the Canura again, the new one. When it got announced, it had a backdrop, like decoration, but I think that they cancelled it and limited only to those ropes and the wood-looking texture. And it definitely has a long queue on this one. So this one was uploaded 19 hours ago. So I assume it was uploaded around midnight. So this should have been recorded on Friday. I think the opening day of the Funfair. And here you can see a bit of the underride of the Canura. Yeah, I'm not gonna ride this one. Definitely not. But where's the Destroyer? Did it go off? Did this Destroyer just cancel? Cancel its appearance and got replaced by the Eclipse? I think it looks like that the Destroyer called off. That the Destroyer got replaced by the Eclipse. Yeah, here you have Moulin Rouge again, then you have further. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like I think the Destroyer called off. Right. Next set of lips. Yeah, Eclipse. We've seen that one already. The zombie. That's a new one. It looks like it's just a haunted house. This is one old. Yeah, another. Yeah, I think it's this right. There's a haunted house. The rescue with a Q. What's that? A fun house. The Super Miami XXL. I never heard of that one. It looks like it's a huge Miami trip ride. I think it's just in a bigger version of the. Yeah, this one was in Nijkerk. Was in Zevenaar. Well, I think this is just a new type of Miami trip because it looks big. I've never seen such big arms at a Miami trip ride. So I think it's definitely new and huge. Now we have the Snowjet. I've already seen that one before. The Inversion XXL was that by that Den Helder. The power surge we've already seen before. The breakdance. The reactor. Now we can actually talk about it. The reactor. This ride is just, it's incredible. I love this thing. This beast. It's insane. And now, if you actually noticed it, in case you didn't, this one is bigger. The arm is bigger. The disc is bigger compared to the Maximus. Like I said, and I can tell, it's a different model. And I have to thank a certain friend for it. And I think this one was how it looked before. The seats were facing outwards, but then later they decided to go face inwards. And then they had to put more plates on it. But I'd say the reactor, this thing is a beast. I've ridden it 2 times now. One time in Geleen and one time in Deventer. My first time was actually in Geleen. I really was screaming until my voice was almost completely gone. And I can say, if you see it, you have to do it. Just do it. It's incredible. For Jesus on you, and it may look terrifying, but I think, in my opinion, that it's not the scariest thing on earth regarding these rides. There are scarier things, but this thing, like, basically, when this rotates, you already get pushed into your seat by the G-forces. But this arm also rotates. It's the same like the Maximus, but it's just bigger. And you really get pushed into your seat, and even eventually when the disc is almost like when you're like sideways when it's at its peak. Depending on the cycle, because sometimes the operator is willing to spice the bit more up. And when it does that, it just puts the ride just to a halt on the top. It's still turned on. But then the arm does this. Arm is stationary, and this disc stops spinning. And then you can really feel that you're just the only thing that's keeping you away from a drop to the ground are those restraints. And by the way, they are safe there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they get checked daily. They get daily inspected, tested, everything. Lots of safety systems. But then it continues again. So this ride, it's forceful. You get like 4 G's on you, but it's amazing. The reactor. The wipeouts. I've never heard of that one either. The reactor I did, by the way. I've written it down right now. The wipeouts. Wow, that's anticlimactic. Why is it under grote vermaak? Why? Here we see the excels by the way Funhouse, powers already discussed. The clips are already seen. The Europa dat is een Ferris wheel. Dan heb je een beach party. One of those things. It's an old one. Not really something outright. Kind of boring. The Air Force. I think I know this one. I think I've seen this one. I think I've seen this one. Because this thing. I think this one is the tower I've seen at Here's Comic Con. This one was located at like the square that's surrounded by the halls of the Jaarbeurs. So it's just a Starflyer, by the way. Let me cut short. The VR, I'm not going to the fly zone. I don't really remember what the fly zone is. A bungee, or not? Or is it? There's also a fly zone. That's French. A French ride. We can look for the Dutch one, and that's currently not the one. I think I've seen it also. This one in Geleen. I think it's just a bungee. The Paradise Express. What is that thing? Kind of similar to the Music Express, basically that I think, but I think older. The World of Living Dinos. I think that's not something spectacular. What is it actually? It's a museum. Well, that's not really something important. Like the cakewalk. Well, we've seen that one in the video of Best actually. The Gravitron. I think I know this one, but I think. I think it's currently under the name of Star Wars. Or it's this one. When is this article came out? Oh, then it is not Star Wars, and it's actually this thing. It's just this drum is spinning very fast. It's very fast and just kind of pushed against the wall, and this similar thing, which is named Star Wars. I think we have actually, here's a different picture of the right now named Star Wars. Because it looks currently differently. Yeah, and I bought it. But there's a similar attraction that Star Wars looks differently than here. And that one was inside one of those halls at Comic Con. Then we have the Zambora. What is that thing? I've never heard of that one. I cannot find anything about that ride. And you only see the impact. I think it's yeah, more like a walkthrough attraction again. I can't. This is actually the first time I can't find anything about a new ride. Even the canoe that was easier. Then the flower power. What is that thing? I think it's also a disappointing one. Yeah, Music Express. So those are the rides, the thrill rides, the Roodvermaak rides for Ude. And now we're gonna look for my favorite. Tilburg. The place I'm gonna work at. I've done it last year already, and right, so we're gonna take a look. So by the way, but what are those? What are those things that are like fake? I think it's maybe the Grootvermaakzaken that are like for the bigger people like me. But there is a lot. So we're only gonna focus on the ones that are like thicker letters. And also, by the way, maybe in case you didn't know, the layout changed of the Funfair of Tilburg compared to last year. And here we can see it on Tilburg. Here. So I'm going to translate it. The Funfair Tilburg looks differently in 2026. The NS Square will be less rides, and the area near the tunnel remains empty. But there's something coming back for in return. The passage will come near the Willand Second Passage. That means that the route by near the Spoorlaan and Burgemeester Pronkslaan will be longer, says a spokesperson from the municipality. However, the tunnel near the NS Square will not be used for the Funfair ground. So it will not be used for the stalls and rides that will be on that part. There will be a little bit open for pedestrians. The change on the Funfair layout is needed. Because by the kickoff of the event on July 17th, some construction work are finished. The Cityring and Bestutring are then rearranged. In this new situation, there's less space for attractions. To compensate that lost space, there will be a new part added. Yes, we are absolutely happy proud on our Funfairs, so we looked for alternatives to compensate the loss of space, says a spokesperson from the municipality. The municipality hopes that the new Funfair experience will be just as good or even better than the old one. So we have here the layout, and I think like this thing here used to be lots of stalls, maybe a few rides, but now this is completely gone. Then here it used to be that until here, then here it ends on this side. Then on the other side, somewhere around, I need to open maps for that. Or do I have, I have maps already open. So I need to look till because I don't really remember everything. Alright, so I need to open it here, this way. Okay, put it here. That's not useful. So, yeah, just need to do it differently. If I remember correctly, then because last year the reactor was somewhere around here, and this will be empty, which is equal to around here. So now everything behind where the P is located, so everything, just this part, and everything behind the O, or no, it's actually, yeah, behind the X. So this entire part is completely new to make up for the space which is lost, and that's basically this little piece. So technically they only made it bigger, and I think that's actually smart, because now this way people can still walk around here without having right over. So it's more, I think it's more space. I don't know how the situation is right there right now, but then for the lost space, which is very little in my opinion, they compensated it with space that's almost 3 times the space they lost. And I think that's definitely a good thing. I think they really did a great job on just putting this thing, because it's not really like making entering the station harder. Because here's the train station and it doesn't really like hinder anything. And of course the road's already closed off somewhere around here, and you cannot really enter the city center. But this part is completely closed. You cannot enter it because of the rights. So yeah, of course you can enter it by foot, maybe by bicycle, but that's very difficult. But by car or any big vehicle, you just can't forget it. But I think even by bicycle will be hard. So I think it was here was the toxic back then. I think then at the middle one more auto scooter, so then was right here that ended. And this space added. This tunnel too. I think they also have maybe some space here. Not sure. And then this complete part as well, so it's only bigger if compared to what is now not used anymore, which is this part. So it's very little. So they only made the Funfair even bigger. But now it's time to look at what is available, because now we already talked about the layout, which got bigger. The time machine coaster. Let's start with that one. I've actually done this thing. It's a roller coaster. And it's actually like, it's very good. Also this one, not too sharp. This one, by the way, from the POV on this turn. It was very undecorated. I need to look at if I find a better picture of the time machine coaster. This power surge again. Yes, here it's undecorated, which is kind of disappointing. And is this time machine coaster? Yeah, it's this one. However, here they missed the big sign. Because you actually have like a big sign at the back too. If I remember correctly from Dordrecht. Yeah, here it is. The coaster is huge. I think it's one of the biggest traveling fair coasters the Netherlands has. And yeah, this is basically the coaster. So you go here up, some sideway, going zigzagging, go down here. Then you have here the big turn, which is this one. And more zigzagging, turn to go some hills, and then you're done. So this coaster is go to Tilburg. Then we have the Aeronaut. We've already seen this one at the video of Best. We're gonna look at it again. This big star flyer. I've actually seen this one at midnight last year. It's kind of crazy because you may think that's making like yellow or beige, but brown through the lights. Nope. Yeah, that here is by the way. Completely blue. And I know how Funfairs can look like at night, and I've seen the Funfair Tilburg at night last year. I'm very excited for that thing again. Was the Power Polyp. Yeah, I know this one. But we can look at it anyway. Home Ride. This one's every year in my hometown. It's a great ride. However, there is a Polyp that's better, which is at that time in Uden. But it's a great thing. It's not bad. This one returns again to Tilburg. I know where it stood last year. I'm just gonna open map scan. I think it was somewhere around. It was near the Phantom, so it was at the Heuvelding where it stood last year. So, but this year it's at Heuvelplein. Maybe it was at the corner, so it counted as the Heuvelplein. I'm not sure yet. It's almost a year ago. Then we have the Maximum. We have already seen that one. Look at it again. Again, this machine is going this time to also to Heuvelplein, so it got moved. It's funny in comparison to last year. Because last year it was at NSplein. It stood, because here you had the Tiroler thing, which was for beer and everything. So it was basically at the corner between the Enschotse and NSplein. So basically it was counted as NSplein. It was located here, so it got moved to a new spot at Heuvelplein, which is this. This is the Heuvelplein. Or is this? Or is this a McDonald's? No, McDonald's is here. And is it always like those stones there? It always looks like that. It seems. I never knew this was below it. I've never been to Tilburg when there's no Funfair. But now this thing got moved to Heuvelplein. Then we have the Reusat Bon Voyager. This one's just something classic in Tilburg. Bon Voyage. Huge Ferris wheel. And this one is at the Spoorlaan, which is here. So it got also moved. Because this one used to be near the headquarters, or where we are, like the company or the organization I work for. It used to be near, like here, something. That was at Stadhuisplein, near Fontys. And can I see where we are located? Because yeah, here you have the church. Yeah, see where, I'm not gonna say where exactly. I saw where we are. So it used to be here at Stadhuisplein, but now we can move to the Spoorlaan. Which is this part. And I need to open the, open that map again. Yes, so let's see, near the, yes, we have this part. So I don't know where it's going to stand exactly. The build of the construction has yet to start. Because it's like 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks already. Time really flies. But I'm really curious, but then it's gonna move again. Different location, many things should change. The techno dance, which jumper will also be here at the Spoorlaan, this place. Let's also open it here. It's a jumper at Spoorlaan. Don't know exactly where, but Spoorlaan is not a small place. Then we have the Jester, which is also at Spoorlaan. That's a different place than where the Ghost Rider stood. So this, the Jester's also going to the Spoorlaan. But things like the Ghost Rider used to be at Piusplein. And I also remember that some certain videos, or like old videos, that there will also be right at Koningsplein. But I think they decided to not do that anymore. Like, I don't know what happened to the use of Koningsplein for the rides. Again, anyway, the Ghost Rider stood here at the Paleisring, or like the border between Piusplein and Paleisring. And now it's also at Spoorlaan. And the same thing goes up for the Phantom. Also, by the way, I remembered this just shot in my head. I forgot that they also have this square right now. So the Phantom is also going to this place. Well, it stood here at Heuvelding. Also moved. Again, the Phantom. Just for the sake of it. This beast. The Jester. That's actually interesting because there are no reported actual photos or pictures from that thing. You have only the Ghost Rider where pictures are from, or from the old Ecstasy, which is not operating anymore. There are literally the roller coaster. You go to the Joker booster ride. But there's literally zero footage of the new Jester ride. Yeah, only pictures from when it was announced. And was announced that it was going to Monen. And since the family of Monen is from Tilburg, by the way, this is more like public. Monen is in how do I say that in English? An operator. But like it's a family which owns multiple rides, and they earn money for, like, it's very complicated. But basically the Monen family, yeah, they are from Tilburg, and because there are actually zero actual pictures of it, while it is Energizer, it seems like the first appearance will actually be in Tilburg. And because the family is from Tilburg, it only sounds to me logical. And I think maybe that I might go to the build-up to maybe have a little sneak peek at those rides and where the exact location is, and also the first glimpses at the Jester. I'm really excited for that one, so I'm definitely going earlier, like going to Tilburg already before it's even starting. Of course, I have to be careful because I don't want to hinder or interrupt the people who are building everything up. But this one is also now going to Spoorlaan. Then we have Phantom already, the Phantom Manor Spookhuis. I've already seen that one, I think, in Deventer. Yeah, it's currently always with pictures. Yeah, this is the Phantom Manor. This one is heading also to Spoorlaan. I've seen this one already in the Deventer. Never ridden it because I'm too scared. I admit I'm too scared for a ghost ride, for a ghost train ride. Well, it's a house ride. I'm too scared for that. The Booster Max. And then also the Breakdance Zuidema, so that's not the one I've done in Dordrecht. The Music Express over the cinema and the VR. Then we head to the next place. I'm going to start with the left side and then I go to the other side. I already know this one. I've seen this one in. What was it also in Deventer or was this somewhere else? No, it was Geleen. By the way, I remember it was Geleen. This one is also going to Tilburg. Also the Spoorlaan. Then the breakdance number 3 from Zuidema. Well, turns out there are multiples and breakdance number 3 from Zuidema. But which is it? Here's number 3 1, number 3 2 from also Zuidema. Jesus Christ. It's not helping me very much. I just don't know which it is, but it's just a breakdance. And this is probably the future dance. This is the future dance really looks gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The future dance looks gorgeous. But I don't know which is it. Why don't we just change this way? I think it's gonna. No, this is Meyer Coal Line. This one was different from Hoefnagels. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much effort to find which breakdance it is. But I'd say it is a breakdance. We know how they are. Next. The Music Express. Yes, that thing. Not really sound significant, just spinning down and get this thing over your head. The VR. That's gonna be just as boring as it sounds. Yeah, those kind of things. Small and boring. Yeah, I'm not gonna. VR is not the future, definitely not. And using it as a ride, it's just yeah. Next, the Heuvelding, which is this part of. Oh no, this is the Heuvelding, I think. Yeah. Wait. I'm confused now. So this is Heuvel, the Heuvelplein, and then this is the ring, the street next to it. So then we have the only thing at the Heuveling that's really looks significant is Entia. It's a walk-through attraction. I've never done this. It's not a haunted house. It's not a fun house either. I say that NTL is a really good ride. I don't know what it is. It's I know it's not a fun house, but it's not a haunted house either. And doesn't I think it does have VR either. So yeah, I don't know what it is. Also, my location has also changed. This one going on Heuvelding now, and it used to be here at Stadhuisplein. Yeah, this one also got moved. So I think Heuvelding will be a bit more empty. The Paleisring. Where is the Paleisring? I don't know where the Paleisring is. Oh, here, that's this little piece. Alright, Paleisring. Diablo's Residence Spookhouse. And then we have the Maximus also moved. First, look at that was also a haunted house. This one's already. This one's going to Helmond. And it's already had its first appearance already. I think in multiple places, but to be honest, it looks really beautiful. Diablo's Residence. It looks beautiful. I'm not gonna ride it though. But this haunted house is also going to the Paleisring, where last year stood the Aviator, the Power Surge, the Ghost Rider, and what was the other one? The Air Race, or what's the different one? There was Power Surge, Ghost Rider, Aviator, and oh, a Booby Trap Hotel. That was it, the Booby Trap Hotel. What was here? This is Speed Spline already. So somewhere gonna stand around this part. Diablo's Residence, and then we have the Maximus. Also moved. Okay, and the Diablo's Residence, I've never seen that one in Tilburg, so I can't say anything about that. But the Maximus also moved because the Maximus was literally near us, so it stood like around here at Stadhuisplein. But now it's moved to Paleisring. It's a different place. Interesting. Again, picture of Maximus, because why not? This thing. So it's literally closer to us. Also from our sources. So then we have Willemsplein, not really, yeah, that's just this. Lots of drinking. Then I have to the Pestertring. Which is here, this part. Then here the Pesterplein, so it's quite long, the Pestertring. What can we find there? There's right, the Chaos also moved. Because the Chaos is now gonna stand here somewhere. But it used to be here, again, near us. Not really not that it's a problem, because basically we are working on a Funfair, so we are used to it. But it's just further away from us, like very far away. If you want to make pictures from the Chaos, good luck with that. Because now it's not just around the corner 2 times, then you're there. Nope. You need to cross the entire center to this part, and it's a long ass distance. Also the Chaos. This classic. It's a classic. This is how it looked before. This is how it looks nowadays, the Chaos. It's a Dutch classic. Then we have the Van House. Now we're going to look at the outscooter, not look at it. That's basically it. Head to the other side of the page. And a spline. That is until here. So that's a small part right now. there we can find the fortress tower, which is back at its old place. Alright, that they didn't change places. Still somewhere around here, so it's probably going back to the place again. It's a drop tower. And trust me, before I press enter, trust me, it's a beautiful drop tower. It looks gorgeous. The backdrop is just beautiful. And that's not it. That's not all. Also, the skyscraper is a good old right. I don't know what happened to the skyscraper. What's this? Oh, it's from the last year. Is there a good picture from like fully? Yeah, I think here. This is all decorated. The booth is beautifully decorated. Here's all the more towers. So 2 towers at the side, the corners. Here a gate. A 3D backdrop. Oh, it's yeah. What else can I say? The fortress tower is beautiful. One of the best drop towers I've ever seen. Then we have the toxic. Well, the one that's currently in best. The speed flip from Moses Wright. Crazy thing. Yeah, like I said, but this one moved now because it used to be at the Spoorlaan. But now it's heading to an S-Line. The disco jumper also changed locations. Used to be at an S-Line. But now, this thing, it's going to the S-Line. It changed from location. So it used to be somewhere around here, and now it's going this place. To the S-Line. And then those are the bigger things for an S-Line. Then we have the Brokslaan, which is actually called the Burgemeester Brokslaan. The Spuk Haunted House. Right, this is a German ghost house. And this looks scary. Those spider things are really scary. Look at the Funfair officer near the TT. I need to look at that. I think it's basically just this thing, Spook. Thing to an event to an ruined castle which is haunted. It looks terrifying. It looks really scary. This one's going to the Brokslaan. Never seen it. I don't know if this was at Tilburg last year. I don't know, but yeah. And that spider looks scary. I think that those spiders are just nightmare fuel. They have the Kanura. We've seen that one when we discussed best. Also, by the way, this one with the backdrop. Like it used to look differently. It used to be it was supposed to look like this. But now what we received in return, honestly, I find it disappointing. I find it very disappointing because now it's all these ropes everywhere here, but mat and just wood everywhere. There's barely any ropes. This counterweight's not that great. It's not like this backdrop, not this interactive part. It's honestly, it's very disappointing. Maybe it's unfinished. This could also be the case. That it's currently unfinished, and then later everything gets added later on. Then we have the Energizer. I have to I'm gonna take of course my camera, and I'm also going to use cameras work at Tilburg, and this is one of the rides where I need to be very careful because it uses lasers for the show at night, which is understandable because you want to make it look insane, want to give a good show. But the thing is, the lasers, if they get into your lens, it can damage the sensor. And I think it's called it, sensor. And it can damage that thing. And basically then when you take pictures there will be color lines everywhere. So when we walk past the Energizer, then I need to just point my camera down. With video cameras I need to put the certain thing over it, because there's an option where you press a certain button or flip a certain switch. Then you will like hatches, tiny things, cover the lens. So then if the laser shines into the lens, those covers hold it back. It doesn't get through, so it doesn't damage the lens. Still with a camera, you need to put a cover over it or just point it down to avoid laser damaging the lens. What's up for that? This thing's crazy. Because this rotates, this also rotates, and I think you need to look at it. There are more new rides, because this flashback looks also really new. By the way, that's just for the French fair circuit. You see it spinning. The seat's kind of flipping, and then there it goes. It used to be from Nick Mone, but now it's owned by a Belgian showman who bought it over from Nick after a certain accident. And Nick Mone was like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna keep it anymore. And he just sold it to a Belgian showman. I don't know whose name it is, but doesn't matter. This thing is coming to Tilburg. And this is going to a different location. This used to be at the, where was it? Yeah, Stadhuisplein. But now it's going to the Brokslaan. It's definitely a beast as well. And then the Tornado, my favorite. No, not my favorite. It's actually a reactor. This thing back to the Brokslaan, because it used to be here as well, somewhere around. I think it was here where it was last year. So I'm not surprised if it's going back to a place. The Piusplein, which is this little stretch. We have there the Booby Trap Hotel, which is at a different place right now. Well, it moved, because the Booby Trap Hotel used to be at Paleis, I think, but now it's moved a bit further back to the Piusplein. It's a fun house. And then we have the Airborne, which is, yeah, it's also moved, and it's huge. It's tall. Basically it's tall. Again, for Ordelman. Who also owns the Phantom. This giant is not going to Piusplein, this place. However, it's stored here at Spoorlaan. So it's moved again. Really curious how it's doing that, because now it's more. Now it's more a bit further back, because everyone who arrives here will first go to the NS-plein. And now towards Spoorlaan, but now also this place added. So it's a bit further away. So it's not really that big of an eye catch. It's not that eye catchy, so yeah. Well, what's good? That's the name of it, the famous church. So those are two things. At the Piusplein, there is Stadhuisplein, which is not far away from us. And now things are going to get interesting. Stadhuisplein, this part. We start immediately with another beast. The Infinity. This giant is going back to Tilburg. I've never seen this thing in my life. In real life. I've never seen this thing before because it was in Tilburg last year. But now, this giant is going to Stadhuisplein. And we're here located. And basically, by the way, this is here's why we're going to be at this Willemsplein, so it's not going to be standing there. I think it's more logical that they're going to put it somewhere out here to avoid struggles with the trees. Or they're going to do a bit more back towards the border with Schouwburgering. I think not going to do it here because then they're going to have issues with the trees, chance hitting these branches. So I think they're going to place it at where the chaos stood. Basically, this thing, it goes upside down. And here you can see it. It's upside down mode. It's crazy, it's very crazy. Then we have the breakdance number 1, and I think that's not. I think I know which one it is. It's not from Hoefnagels. If it is, by the way, from Hoefnagels. This one also was in The Hague, and it's going back to Tilburg. I need to look for the correct one. Yeah, it's this. I think it's this one. This one's going to Tilburg. Also, different place. Stadhuisplein. Instead of, I guess it's Spoorlaan. So many rides from Spoorlaan moved to its locations. Then we have the Happy Spider and the Entertainer. Well, the Entertainer, I know that ride. That's also a ride where we need to be very careful with our equipment. Entertainer does carousel. This thing. Careful, I'm definitely gonna ride this one too. This is again going to Stadhuisplein, so it's probably going to stand here. To be probably going to be located right here. And yeah, it's basically just this one twists, this one also rotates, just spins, rotates, and this arm bounces up and down. Well, basically this triangle, there are triangles, and each corner has a gondola on it. And the gondola spins. The triangle also spins. Then you have the main tower which spins, and then this arm bounces up and down. I'm definitely willing to give it a try. Since I've done crazier rides now. The Happy Spider Polyp. Well, boring polyp. You've seen this one in Tilburg and Geleen. And also Deventer, I think. Yeah, this thing. These gondolas can't rotate. But this thing goes from the Brokslaan. So from all the way up here to this place. I think maybe it's at a better place. Because it's not getting that much. It's not that big of a favorite. I don't know where it's going to be located, since the Buoyant Voyage is not standing here anymore. Or it's no here, actually, it's not here. But I'll see where it goes. You can also see our booth. Nope. Probably it's not one of those things that's not even worth mentioning. The kaleidoscope. I have still no idea what that thing is, even though I've seen it last year. I even had to talk about that ride during a task. You got asked to make a video from about certain rides with a colleague of mine. And this is basically it. It's an indoor attraction, and some people who've actually visited the ride, which we interviewed, they of course shared their experience, but I have no idea. I don't know, like, it's been a year, I still don't know what this thing is. It's not something like Entia, I think. I think Entia's crazier. And then I see something I'm very, very, very happy about. The aviator at Stalhuisplein. This used to be at the Paleisring further back here. But let's go to Stalhuisplein, and I love that ride. I've literally ridden that thing this week twice. I've ridden it twice in Etteleur. And you just need to see it yourself. I was literally in one of those gondolas, and it's the experience. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Yeah, you slowly spin and rotate. The tower lifts up. They also have a very cool jingle, which just keeps playing the entire ride. The reactor also has that. Here it goes faster and faster. And then you see it slowly starts tilting. It's starting curling at this. And later it's giving more power, more gas on it. And then there it goes, now it's giving more gas. Speeding up. It's going faster and faster. And later it will be at its peak, where I think it's going to now. So then you're literally sideways, so you're like, those things just constantly spinning. Well, this is also spinning. I've done this 2 times now, and I absolutely love this ride. I absolutely love the aviator. It's also a very cool ride to take pictures of. I took pictures of this ride last year. And this thing is crazy. It's mad. Here it's at its maximum. The empty gondolas will remain low, but the gondolas people are in will be higher. I remember there was someone in Deventer who recorded the reactor. I'm actually kind of curious. I'll do it after the stream. If I can find that video. Anyway, this is the aviator, and now this time it's actually closer to where we are located, and I'm very happy about that. Basically, this area that's not far from us, and in fact going there, I'm very happy. Very happy. Now, night flight, not really interesting. Just this thing. Looks decent. There's a really cool backdrop further. Yeah. What's this? A new thrill ride for... Oh, it's one of those things. It's for Austria. Yeah, this thing is going to Austria. Then we have the Willem Sank Passage, not something important, and yeah, that's basically it. The older rides. Then let's see, there are any other rides, Funfairs worth looking at. Yeah, 9 megapixels, a small one. And also awesome, by the way. Oh yeah, never mind. Let's go to awesome. So, I think I'm also calling it a day. We've spoken a lot about at Funfair rides, their locations at Tilburg, where they stood and are standing now. Again, for perspective, this line is going to be the Funfair of Tilburg, excluding this part. If also this part is part of the Funfair and this, and of course the square. For the Dutch people or people who are fans of Funfairs, I highly recommend going to the Funfair of Tilburg. It's, I mean, out of my experience from last year, it's crazy. It's really something I want to experience, and I'm still gonna do it again. Of course, first the Funfair of Best and Helmond are first. So, and also maybe I can look where the reactor is located soon. Maybe I can take a different Funfair which was not planned, just to ride the Funfair of Funfair rides the reactor again. That legendary thing. Maybe the Maximus. No, never mind. That was already the best. So, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you liked this stream. A bit different. Sorry, well, for Jim Rash, and then later switching to Funfairs. And next time, we are going to do something different. Yeah, thank you all for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.